without Chris here.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
What are we
Come
gonna
up
do
with
without
a chat.
all of his? What are we gonna do without all of his ideas?
So much enthusiasm and charisma.
Right.
Now I won't know what Chat GTP would answer
Right.
for a
Yeah.
question.
In his awesome imagination that he definitely has. All right. Campfire cards. Dewdrop. Do you want your present, your past, or your dreams?
Dreams.
Dreams. Whose respect would you most like to earn? All right. Sarah.
Present.
Present. What is a pet peeve that can instantly irritate you? Aspen. Present, past, or dreams?
Present.
Present. Which aspects of your daily routine do you look forward to most? Solomon.
Present.
Do you ever think about the possibility of an afterlife? And then Dewdrop again because you missed last week.
I
You
would
did dreams
say
first time. No.
no. Oh, sorry.
Present, past, or dreams?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I have to do. Present.
Okay, I'll read you that card after we do your first one so you're not distracted. All
Okay.
right. So, Dewdrop, whose respect would you most like to earn?
My grandmother.
Grandmother. All right. Let's see. I'm taking a second here because you're adding family again. So. Son of a bitch. Where do I go? Here we go. Alright. Your grandmother. I guess that's the entire question. What's her name?
I can't think of anything off the top of my head quick enough.
You do it.
Cloudburst.
Ooh.
First. Wants her respect. Okay.
Is she a legendary fighter?
She's a legendary chef for the king. Okay, your next question
Regular guy.
Your next question is what quality do you most admire in others? You have time to think about that. Sarah, what is a pet peeve that can instantly irritate you?
When people chew with their mouth open.
Who was next? Aspen, which aspects of your daily routine do you look forward to the most? Chewing with your mouth open?
Mm-hmm. Well, there's that. I every night before I go to bed, I like to take off my shoes and put my feet in the soil on the soil if it's too hard, I suppose, but in the soil if I can. Very calming. Even if it's been a long day or I'm drunk or something, go outside just for a minute or two. It's very nice.
Right.
That's my favorite part of the day.
One time he was in a volcano and he did that. It hurt a lot.
Yeah, that wasn't so calming.
Solomon, do you ever think about the possibility of an afterlife?
Yes.
Great. Do you have any elaboration?
I'm a cleric, and I have a lot of faith in our religion, and the afterlife is a big part of that.
What is the afterlife? Do you think, or
I have to design it.
I don't know. What's your god's name?
Where did I write that? let's see.
I can't even remember where I have God. There it is. Shulkar.
Shulkar. That's it.
They
God of the sun.
believe the afterlife. Think of one aspect of it. Is not the whole thing. Just one aspect of the afterlife for Shulkar, God of the sun. You can say it's guaranteed. You could say it's earned. You could say it's bright.
It's bright, and we'll say I want to say that opposite of heaven is called oblivion instead of hell.
Okay. Oblivion. Oh wait, you're saying afterlife is bright, and the bad place is called oblivion.
Correct. We'll say that that heaven is called bright.
Oh, okay.
I just thought that sounded cool, so we'll go with that.
Afterlife is bright, heaven, or oblivion, hell. I like it. All right, and Dewdrop, what quality do you most admire in others?
Their tenacity.
Okay. Most admires tenacity. Okay. My notes. Does anybody have any new bonds?
Nope.
No? Okay. I am going to
Nope,
say
mine are the same.
people who have finished bonds definitely need to come up with new ones. And I'm going to say we've been playing long enough now that there's 5 people, so everybody could have up to 4 bonds. Let's say everybody could have 5 bonds now, which means you can double up with somebody.
Okay.
So
Does everyone here have 4?
I do.
Yes.
I don't remember if I have 4 or not.
What does this say on your character sheet?
I don't know. I'm eating a rib.
the nice thing about the bonds is it
I
helps
see.
you with your aid
You made a rip.
rolls. So it's definitely a good thing to have so that you can help people.
So each time you resolve a bond, that counts towards your bonds that you have on the rolls. Is that right?
No. You keep
You can
trying
only
to
ever
talk
have
me
one.
into it. Well, no,
You can-
you can't always have one because I just said you can have a max of 5 now, and there's 4 other people
Okay, so you have 2.
for one person, or you could have 3 for one person and 0 for another. I'm not saying you have to have one for everybody. I'm saying that your
Right.
maximum now, everybody is 5.
I think right now I only have 3 because I finished, or I got, what's it called when you finish one?
Resolve.
A resolved one already.
Yeah, so you should
And
try
I don't
to
think
add
I
more.
replaced it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can add 2 now. One change, Ryan. It's not that I thought that move you kept using last time was overpowered. It's that I felt that your use of it was boring. So the new version, Insulated Hide version 2. Did it roll it when I clicked it, or did it show? Okay. So now you roll, and on a 10 plus you hold 6. On a 7 and 9 you hold 4, and on a 6 or less you hold 2. So you get hold no matter what. And then it says, until the start of your next turn, you may spend your hold to choose an option. For 1 hold, you can reduce the damage done to you by an attack or effect to 0, so long as the damage is caused by a physical or natural weapon. For 1 hold, you can reduce the damage done to an ally or object within your reach by an attack or effect to 0, so long as the damage is caused by a physical or natural weapon. So those are kind of the same thing the other one, the regular move, was doing. But now on a success, you can do it up to 6 times. For 2 hold, you can deal damage to a creature attacking you equal to your level. So basically, a creature that's engaged with you, you can just spend 2 hold to do your level damage to it, which will be worth more when you level up more. And for the cost of 4 hold, you can protect yourself and one other from the effects of the weather and environment for as long as you remain in this form. So basically, the idea there is as long as you get a 7 or greater, you can do the weather thing, which makes sense. Because that's hold 4 and that costs 4 hold.
Got it.
Do you see that in the character sheet?
Yeah, I'm reading it. Yeah, I got it open.
Oh, for some reason, not set to roll.
There it goes.
Yeah, I just think it's a lot less boring.
So if I, let's say, rolled a 6 and then I use, can I use multiple ones per turn?
Oh yeah, you can keep using them. There's no restriction on when you use it, as long as you use it before the start of your next turn. And you can always decide that round to go last, so the start of your next turn takes longer to come up.
Got it. Okay.
But
Sounds
yeah,
good.
you just use them. So it's not like action restricted at all. It doesn't have to be your turn. Like, none of that matters.
Okay.
Because I wanted it to be just as flexible as the other one was, but I don't want it to be, I spend my turn taking no damage. You know, I was like, that's kind of boring.
It was pretty. It was clutch, but you're right, kind of.
And I think that if we had been using this version, it probably works out exactly the same, but in a more interesting way. Because I'm not trying to nerf it. I'm just trying to make it interesting. The other thing is I've redone in the notes how the list of people works. So if everyone could open player notes, or rather, I think I can just pop it up for everybody. Okay, so player notes is for everybody. Go down to, for example, Agatha's Pies. Is everybody there?
Mm-hmm.
So now there are links to each person that's mentioned. And if you click the link, it brings you to a summary of that person.
Very nice.
And
nice.
That's handy.
I've kind of randomly done pictures for them. And I didn't put a lot of time into the pictures, so some of them, like, if I was going to really work at it and make it perfect, so I just kind of generally did it. So I'll go through and probably do everybody in town.
Oh my god. That just made me laugh. Timothy Shadow. I just love the description. It's so funny. He wears an old top hat.
Oh yeah,
Kills me.
I spent a lot of time on his picture, and I'm not done yet because even the things we said are like impossible for ChatGPT for some reason. So I'll come back to that one.
Where's cracking me up.
What? Does Hildy not have one?
Yeah, Hildy has one.
How come it's not popping up for me?
Yeah, it's me neither. No. It says like text page and you click on it, nothing comes up.
Pops up for me.
Pops up for me.
Huh.
Weird. Yeah, some of them are not popping out.
Agatha works up for me.
Same, yeah. Agatha worked and Trout worked. Well, no, Trout doesn't work.
Trout doesn't work for me either.
Frank works.
What?
Yeah, some of them just don't open.
Got the same with Teresa.
What do you mean they don't open? Like you click on it and nothing happens?
When you click on it, it'll say text page right underneath. But you can't click on anything.
So far.
Oh, Frank is the wrong thing though. No. Okay, let me see.
Try to refresh, see what happens.
Yeah. Well, you can always go to the journal entries because that's where the pages are, and you can click on them there.
Hmm.
Let me see. You're saying Hildy's working for Travis though?
Yeah, it's working for me.
Weird.
Yeah,
Frank's is
same.
messed
If
up.
I refresh and it still doesn't work.
Well, first I
What
want to
browser
fix.
are you using, Teresa?
I am using Edge.
Mozilla.
Oh, I'm using Chrome and some of them aren't working for me.
Travis, what are you using?
No,
Let me look at the Hildy.
I want to see Timothy Shadow.
I don't. I'm not
there's no picture of him, but
Oh,
the description made me laugh.
Where is he under?
He is under Tobias.
Q15.
Okay, try Hildy again.
It works now.
Yep.
Yep.
Works.
Same for me.
Loves the cat.
Loves the cat.
Okay, I wonder if I use some.
Oh, I can open Trout
now.
now.
Yeah, I just changed that one too.
Hildy, it looks like some sort of Renaissance painting with a
Yeah, it
cat
does.
instead of a person.
Okay,
With
somebody
the old
start.
masters.
Somebody
Sorry.
start at the top and go down and tell me which ones don't work. So, like, start with Hopkins. He's the very first one.
Hopkins works.
Uh huh.
The next one down was Frank. Does no longer works.
Oh, it works. Agatha works. Hildy works. Yeah, Frank doesn't.
Okay, try Frank.
Frank works now.
Okay.
Jane
Chester.
Hammerstone.
Chester works or not?
No.
I think I might have been pulling the wrong thing. Okay, Chester should be good now.
Cranboard does not work.
Damn it. Okay, he should be fixed. I think I can see the ones that are
Thane.
broken now.
Thane Hammerstone does not work.
I want journal entry, not journal entry page.
Nice.
Okay, he should be fixed. Or works, right?
Or works.
Okay.
Dr. Lilith does not.
Okay.
A lot of the rest does not. So
Okay,
just
what
keep
if-
going.
Yeah. Let's see if doing just this fixes Laura. Try Laura.
Yeah, works. Oh, she's cute.
Try fixing.
They're not the sexy cat girls I was hoping for.
It's very. I mean, it's very difficult. To be to, especially when I'm doing so many of them. And again, the pictures aren't like exact because you didn't put in the effort.
I can't. Timothy Shadow. Really handsome. Most handsome in town.
Yeah, that was what got me.
If you guys look at relationships too, it links from one person to another.
That's cool.
So like look at the general. Because I've got like the wife
Where
and
is that?
counsel on her thing. Well, they are all in the journals on the side, so you don't need to find it here.
Oh,
Every entry is in the journals.
I can't open the general from this page.
Yeah, that's why I told you to.
Forgot that Timothy Shadow was a hipster. I have to say that I hate him. Or Aspen hates him.
Okay.
What am I looking at with the general?
Relationships.
Oh, that's cool.
You trick yourself because that it's because he's a hipster, but really you're just jealous because he's so handsome.
Could be. Could be.
So yeah, so
I like
did
the way you
work.
have someone named Nancy.
That wasn't me.
I said we. I like that
Oh,
we have someone
God.
named Nancy.
But you said you.
I also heard you.
I also don't really like Cranbor's picture. I feel like it could be better. I might redo his.
Yeah, I don't like that either. He looks silly.
But this will make it a lot easier as we go. For me, like as I'm putting notes in, instead of writing everything about a person, I can just put their stuff in their sheet and then just drag the link in. And I find that pictures of people are much more helpful.
I like that a lot of the Purins have just like normal people names. Peter, Nancy, Frank.
I think we came up with a lot of this before we decided they were cat people too.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, those are all updated. And then I can go back through and do like locations too, and then link all of that stuff too. So we can get a lot of it linked really well.
Ezekiel.
Oh yeah.
He screams at children. He doesn't like Cadbury pies
that guy.
that much because they give him hemorrhoids.
His picture
Didn't like
so
him
grumpy.
that much. He still would like them.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the picture of Jack Lumber?
Uh,
If you click the pictures too, it shows
Oh, wow.
you the large size of them.
He's way more handsome than Timothy.
It won't let me click the picture
I know.
because I don't know. Nothing's coming up.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Oh, there he
They're
is.
close.
He is handsome.
Look at him.
If I saw that cat in real life, I would call him handsome. The hands are freaking me out, though.
Yeah, well.
Good job.
Oh, I even put you guys on some of them. Like I put Dewdrop on Trouts.
Really? Oh, yeah.
You guys should be able to write in there too. The only section, so whatever you guys write on here will show up for everybody, except for whatever you write in notes. That's just for you.
Okay.
So you guys can feel free to update stuff so that I don't have to as we're playing and establish things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with that. So, all right. Those were the updates that I had. So, theme song. was just doing that for next week's campfire cards. Let's see. I gotta read you guys the recap. Alright. Last time, the party traveled north into the mountains and set up a camp so that their tracker, Murray, could do some scouting to locate the Frost Shepherds. About an hour into that process, Herrick spotted 2 of the wolves creeping up on Murray and called out a warning. The Frost Shepherds ran, so the party picked up their camp and began following the tracks. A short time later, Dewdrop began to shiver as her hair started to freeze. Herrick gave her his warm clothes, and Solomon gave her a wit torch. Eventually, Solomon realized that the wolves were leading them into an ambush and set up a sanctuary spell. Almost immediately, the creatures began to enter the circle. One jumped onto a rock and growled at the party. Seeing no reaction, the Frost Shepherds attacked. The fight was difficult, as 12 wolves in total attacked the party. All of them were heavily wounded, and Murray was slain. But finally, the last Frost Shepherd fell dead. We ended the session with the party wondering whether they had gotten the whole pack. But also, are there even any others in the world? We pick up the session right after the fight ended. It's actually pretty late in the day, and you're all hurt pretty bad, so you'll probably want to make camp shortly.
Did we make camp?
Would you say did we or should we?
Should we?
Probably.
What if there's more Frost Shepherds around?
Well, we could come up with like a watch.
We could do sanctuary again.
Mm-hmm.
Like good idea.
Maybe
Should
we
we
want to
go-
move a little bit further.
Yeah, is there any kind of shelter around maybe we could try to quickly search for?
Like a cave or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so who is looking for a temporary shelter?
Me?
We should probably all go together.
So you're all gonna look. Okay. So as you do that, you're leaving the 12 Frost Shepherd corpses in Murray? Or what are you doing?
Oh yeah.
Let's look through these corpses first. See if we find anything.
Okay,
And
so
I guess sorry.
all of you are looking through the corpses then?
No, we shouldn't have all of us. We should have somebody keep watch. Is my sanctuary spell still going right here then?
I think
I
so.
assume it is.
It says
Okay.
it doesn't end until you leave, right?
Right.
Yeah. So the reason why I was asking who's looking for shelter is because I figured you would divide up who's doing what.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good place to start. What are we doing with Murray's corpse? Do we bring him back or do we bury him here?
But is he religious or anything? Do you know, Kira?
Well, Sierra would know that anybody in town who dies gets bird hole.
We gotta bring him back so we can bird hole him.
Okay.
It's what we do.
That'll be tricky.
We need to try our best.
Herrick
Man,
picks
does-
up the dead body.
Deserves a,
Oh, good.
a proper bird holing.
Alright, so Herrick's in charge of that body.
Carrying this body is a worthy challenge, he says.
What should we take from the wolves as proof? Their horns?
Yeah, it's a pretty good idea. If they're easy enough to chop
Mhm.
off.
Probably be the easiest thing to
Sometimes
carry.
horns have their uses, right? In general.
I'd say so.
Okay, who wants to get to cutting horns off then? Checking bodies.
I can do that.
Okay. So Sierra is going to cut off horns. That's one person.
I will keep watch since I don't want to leave the sanctuary
Okay.
to make it go off. So you two should go search for a shelter.
Okay.
Great. Okay. So Solomon, take watch. Dewdrop and Aspen do a discern reality, and Sierra would do
Oh.
I think this is just a dexterity. So do
Okay.
dexterity. Okay.
Can I assist Dewdrop with her discern realities? No, because I'm rolling it myself.
You're doing your own. Right. That's not- So you got an 8. She got a 9. Okay. And Sarah, I'm assuming that you have since fixed your instrument and found your sword.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
you didn't lose that.
I would have picked those up after.
Right. Okay,
Well,
so cutting horns off is difficult. So I mean I would say you successfully get one set. If
Okay.
you want to take any more with the time you have before the sun goes down, you're going to have to cut heads off. Chopping through necks is easier than removing horns from the head. Otherwise, you guys can be pretty sure they're just going to go.
What was that? We'll be pretty sure they'll believe us.
Yeah, I think the general even said she didn't need proof; she'll just believe.
Okay. Yeah, then I don't think I would bother cutting a head off. Just go
Okay.
with the horns.
Yeah, so you can add 1 weight frost shepherd horns.
Okay.
Solomon, you don't see anything, and even though you failed, if something came within your circle, you would know it, and nothing does.
Sweet.
As far as discern realities, Aspen, why don't you ask one question, and then we'll let Dewdrop ask one question.
What should I be on the lookout for?
You would suspect that the best shelter in this area is going to be the wolf den, and if they led you here, it must be nearby.
Okay.
And Dewdrop?
What is about to happen?
It is going to start snowing.
We should probably get to that shelter quickly because it's gonna start snowing soon.
You guys haven't found it, but if it's a wolf den, then it's a cave, and that means mountain. So you've kind of discerned that you just head toward the closest big rock.
That away. Big rocks over there.
All right, let's go.
Okay, everybody gets together, and that's what you go do?
Yeah, I think so.
The Frost Shepherds don't have anything else. I would assume not, but they're not carrying anything.
No.
Okay.
They are wild animals.
Yeah.
You would suspect that their pelts are probably worth a lot of money, but the sun's going down and it's going to start snowing.
Nah.
Okay. So I need one more discern realities roll. Only one person to find this cave as you all head towards this mountain. Who's it going to be?
My wisdom is a 16.
Pretty good. Mine is
Go away.
also 16.
Who wants to do it? Me?
You can do
You
it.
should.
I've been
Oh,
rolling
thank
like
God.
shit, so.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, 3 questions.
What should I be on the lookout for?
The cave that's right there.
Right in front of us?
Yeah, you found it.
Nice.
Next question.
What happened here recently?
Wolves left.
What here is useful or valuable to me?
Well, if I was an asshole, I'd say the cave.
That was your instinct, wasn't it?
Yeah. So what else could be? What you guys suggest something? What could be in this cave? That's
No
useful?
frost shepherds. That is useful information.
What would these wolves have that's useful?
Their prey were travelers that had stuff with them. Maybe rations or something.
Yeah, no, they had stuff. All right, let's do this. Teresa,
Uh-huh.
roll me a d6. Just one d6. A 2. Okay. All right. When you get into this cave, you find no fucking way.
Wow.
God damn
What a
it! You
strange
got
coin.
the coin again.
Sick.
Good.
We're gonna get an obsidian
Just
eye again.
Strange. I have so many different types of loot, and we got the coin again. All right. So coin table. First the coin material.
Come on, obsidian eye. Ah, glass.
Okay. All right. So what was it? You found a indigo glass coin with the image of a spiral on it. You know how to add that to your inventory?
Let me see if I can remember. No. Should I go to equipment?
Yeah, you go to equipment and you hit the plus.
Okay.
And yeah.
Did I pick up? I have the obsidian eye as well.
Yeah, it's in your inventory. Okay, let me know if you have trouble with that. I want to move on. Yeah, so that's what you find. And then you guys go in and make camp? as it starts to snow.
Do we hear any wolves inside?
There are no wolves inside.
Yeah.
Was the obsidian coin also glass?
Obsidian is a type of rock.
Was it?
What?
Or do you just say black because for this one we have indigo glass coin.
Right, because if you see what I rolled, it says glass. Roll on glass color table.
Oh. I see. Okay, continue.
I mean, if you want to call it black obsidian coin again, or you can.
No, it's okay.
Okay, so we're making camp. So when you make camp, you consume a ration. So everybody consume a ration. Let me know when you're done.
How do I do that again?
Well, you don't have any rations, so you have to eat one of somebody else's.
How come I don't have any rations?
Because you have 6 weight that you can carry, and you're already carrying 4.
Oh.
And you didn't buy any, which is your fault. And I defended you last time.
I don't remember that.
So Chris,
You ate my rations last time. You're welcome.
So Chris's character has 38.
Is this last week or last game?
Last week, which is
Oh,
also
okay.
last game.
Thank you.
Weren't here. Chris's character has 38 rations because you didn't have it.
Okay, can I take one of his rations?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't tell him.
No, tell him.
Why?
Because he was like, I'm just going to buy a ton. She can't carry anything.
Bought all the rations, yeah.
She
Sure,
just
he
bought
did buy a
tons
shit
of
ton.
rations.
He filled up on them.
Yeah. Okay, so he's down to only 36.
That's it.
All right. The other thing is, so on leveling up, I've decided that leveling up requires at least half a day of effort, and it can be done either in town or while camping, which means if somebody has enough experience points to level up, you can do it right now.
Oh, I can.
I can.
You have to have 9, right?
I don't know.
I believe so. I think I have enough.
Okay, I can remember how to do this.
Leveling up is level plus 7. So yeah, 9.
Hooray. Yeah.
Well, just press the level up thing or look at it. It's got the instruction.
Oops.
Where's the level up thing?
It's a move.
It's a
It's called
move.
level up. So everybody's. I don't think Teresa's character has enough. But you're
Do I have
choosing.
13?
Huh?
Can I put my hit points back up to 13, or am I still injured?
No, don't do that yet.
Okay.
You got hit only a little bit because since you weren't here, I didn't let you do anything, and that's why the fight was so hard because we were missing a person.
Oh.
But
That's
they
pretty
did
hard.
use some of your hit points by putting you in front of bad guys and letting them punch you.
Oh, okay.
It worked pretty well because you have armor too because of the move you took last time. So they would hit you and you would negate 2 damage every time. But yeah, I thought it was interesting to be like, yeah, she's so cold her hair is freezing.
Yeah. I mean, I hate that, but yeah. I would have said that it's the same temperature as like my body temperature. But okay.
Well, your body's temperature was awful cold.
So I don't level up then. I do nothing.
I don't know. What are your hit points? Or what's your XP?
3.
Yeah, you don't have enough.
Sorry, where was the level up thing? So Skip was going to bed.
Oh, it's a special move?
Sleepy time.
I am confused. I don't remember how to find anything. Where do I find what I get for leveling up? Isn't there something you made that I can look at?
Yeah, it's
In the
in
note.
it's in the rules.
Yeah, Dungeon World rules level up.
Yep.
Dungeon World
Is
rules
is there a
level.
button you said though to hit for it, Joe?
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna press the move on whoever's character sheet I'm looking at.
Oh, that's right. It's on the character. I was like looking for it up front there.
I hit the
There it
button.
is.
It didn't do anything.
It doesn't do anything. I just meant so you could see the text what you're supposed to do. So,
Right. The
step
text
number
doesn't help
1:
me.
increase your level
Oh,
by 1,
never
reduce
mind.
your XP by 9.
Never mind.
Step 2: choose a new advanced move. Step 3: choose one of your stats, increase it by 1. And then for
Right.
Travis's character, remember you can prepare a number of spell equals levels equal to your level plus 1. Now that you're level 3, you can learn level 2 or level 3 spells. There is no such thing as level 2. While you guys look at that, I'll be right back. Yeah, Teresa, everybody doesn't level up at the same time, so when you level up, you might be the only one doing it. So.
Okay.
So do we get the same thing every time we level up? I thought you had like a spreadsheet that showed like what
Under
you
the
get for
dungeon?
each level.
I think
There's
you
like
get a new. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say there's the PDF, but that's it.
Under Dungeon World rules, under level up, it's got moves and spells for each character.
No, I know. I see that. That's what I'm looking at. But
I
for
don't
some
think
reason,
there's
I thought
anything
each level was
different.
different.
No, I don't think each level is different.
Might be confusing it with what Joe showed me for the space thing.
Yes, Travis, you were thinking of the space thing.
Okay. And so I keep getting it mixed up.
You asked me as I was going up the stairs, and I was like, fuck, he's going to be thinking about this so long.
What were the modifier? Whatchamacallit? Where you, well, when it changes to the new modifier, it's like 9, 13, 16, 18 or something like that.
That's under ability scores and modifiers, right? No. That I had a chart for. I made an easy spot in my notes. Oh, I thought I did.
I remember you saying you were putting it somewhere, but I can't find it.
Well, it's under character creation, number 11. And figure out down to number 6. Figure out modifiers.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll put it in the level up thing too, so that it's there. That's in that place too. Teresa, we'll just make sure you roll a lot this session so that you can fail and catch up.
Okay.
Just make sure this session that you complete your alignment so you get that XP. And see if maybe you've got like a bond you can resolve or something. That's another XP.
Okay. Look at the image I just posted.
Ooh.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Scary.
Do you want that to be your picture?
Yeah, that's what I meant it to be. That's Dewdrop.
You're so
Okay.
tall.
That Joe's like 7 feet tall or some crazy
Wow.
thing.
That character does look
She is tall. She's tall. She's long legs. Damn, AI did a great job with that. Or I did a great job describing it.
Yes, Teresa.
All
You
you.
basically you drew that.
I did. That's what I was imagining. That's why it's so cool.
Okay.
Now see if you
That'll
can just see if you can get it to do the same thing, but she's eating a hoagie. Like, just see if it'll do it. Now have her eating a hoagie. Just to see what it does.
Let's see.
Yeah, where did that go?
All right. Let's figure out what spells I want now. So I don't have level 2 spells, right? Or it doesn't exist.
There's no such thing yet. So it's level 3.
So I can do a 3 and a 1 if I wanted.
Yes.
Okay.
Where the hell did the cream one? Dewdrop updated. How we doing, everybody?
I'm done.
Yeah. I'm adding all the level 3 spells to my
Okay.
list.
So, Sarah, what did you do?
I did. I added a strength, a thing to strength, and then I took it goes to 11. So when I unleash a crazed performance, I can choose a target who can hear me, and they will attack a ally nearby.
Wow, that's really cool, and I don't understand it, but it's really cool. It's like, wow, that solo was amazing. Die, best friend. But hey, whatever. Well, that's up to us to explain in the moment for why it worked.
Yeah.
Okay. Solomon.
I took advanced skill, devoted healer. So now when I heal somebody, it adds my level to the amount healed.
Neat.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then I can use 4 total spell things now. So I have a level 3 spell prepared, hold person, and then I kept sanctuary prepared.
Nice.
And then because I took first aid last time, I have cure light wounds as a rote. And then I didn't increase my health yet. You do that too, right?
Yeah. If your modifier goes up, I think, right?
Only if it goes up.
No.
No?
What you're adding is your straight up Constitution score.
Okay.
So if you put your Constitution up, you add 1 to your health.
Okay, and since I didn't add anything to my constitution, I don't go up at all.
No. Your hit points stays relatively low the whole forever.
Got it.
It looks like you just healed yourself, and I don't know why.
Are we not resting right now?
We are, but we've got to do the thing.
Okay, I will leave that alone then.
Aspen?
I took bark skin. So long as my feet touch the ground, I get +1 armor. And then I added 1 to my intelligence, which brings a modifier to +1 from 0.
Cool.
Oh yeah, I added dexterity, so mine's to +0.
Okay, nobody likes the negatives. Okay, well, that was everybody then. Okay, the next piece of this. Okay, that was make camp. That was level up. Take watch. Who wants to be the one that's going to roll for take watch? Only one person has to.
I'll do it.
Sure.
Oh no.
That's a 6.
Somebody could help me.
I would help.
Okay. You notice, so you, in the night, you stir and you see that Aspen's falling asleep. His feet on the stone of the cave.
Oh, I better help him with his watch.
You go, you set him on fire, you wake him up. Nope, you're supposed to be rolling aid, not take watch.
Oops.
But do you have a bond with him?
I do have a bond with him.
Okay, so that would have been a 7.
Okay.
Because you would have had +1. Let's see what happened now. Okay. So you two are there, both falling asleep, trying to keep watch. When something suddenly comes flying into the cave, it's not very big, maybe the size of a bird. And Sarah, you get hit right in the face by whatever it is.
Be like, what the fuck just hit me?
Yeah, you twirl around and there is a frog sitting on the floor of the cave.
Did it just fly in here? The flying frog?
Yeah,
Don't we have flying frogs?
it jumps into the air and then hovers over to you. And you see that there's a letter strapped to it.
Oh yes, okay. Grab the letter.
You grab the letter. The frog falls onto the ground and starts to die.
God.
He is very cold, and he is a shadow flyer, which is a frog with wings.
Did we start a fire?
Yes.
I would move him closer to the fire. Maybe that'll help.
Okay. You move him closer to the fire.
And then I'll read the letter.
Okay. Put it in the chat.
Oh boy. Guys, there's a giant tarantula problem. They're gonna need our help.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
This town doesn't seem very well situated. Frost
It's a hard
shepherds,
life.
giant tarantulas. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, they're trying to rebuild still. There's not a whole lot of them, you know. They at least got a lot of good stuff going for them.
Do they?
I mean, you tried all the food, right? It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody can heal up half of their maximum hit points.
Mine's 13. Should I go up or down?
Up.
I just saw the sandwich eating.
I
Pretty consistent.
know.
It's not up to 7, Teresa. It's +7 from wherever you were.
Right, I'm at 7 right now, so I'm at 13 then.
Wait,
Yes.
half of our available?
Nope. It's you add half of your maximum hit points to your current hit points.
So like whatever your number of total hit points is, add half of that to your
Oh, okay.
current.
Thank
If
you.
your maximum hit points is 20, add 10. If you're at 15, then you just go to 20. If you're at 8, you would go to 18.
What if it's 26? Do that math.
No one can do that math.
I knew it.
Okay. So are you heading back to town now?
Yes. Right? We don't have a guide anymore, so we should probably just head back.
I think that's it for the frost shepherds, right?
I mean, even if it's not, I don't know if we want to carry around this rotting corpse for too long.
Good point. Now we just tell them how many we killed, and
Yeah.
hopefully that was all of them.
How many was it? 12?
Yes, I believe so. I wrote it down. Yeah. You want to go try to strip the pelts off of any of those? Probably nice and warm.
That's true. Put Herrick to good use. Yeah, if we're gonna hang out to do anything, that's what we should do, is get their pelts.
Mm-hmm. Be nice to have.
Yeah, could we spend some time doing that?
If you can find them again, it snowed last night.
Well,
Let's
there's a
try.
lot of us, and there should be a lot of footprints over there, so we should be able to find it.
Okay, you guys step out of the cave and you can't see any footprints.
Oh,
Nothing but snow.
it's all the same height and everything?
Yes.
Is it windy too?
Yes.
Damn.
Let me just try to take a quick look.
Sure,
Can't find
different
it.
realities.
Head back to town. What should I be on lookout for?
That big rock you were fighting next to?
Wait. Let's look at that big rock. What is useful or valuable?
While finding individual footprints might be difficult, you realize that the wolves seem to take the same path when they would leave their cave, and it looks like natural swirls in the snow. You realize that there are like channels that, again, not footprints, but that must be like the way that they would go. And it's not as natural as it originally seemed.
What is about to happen?
You guys are about to find those bodies.
Great.
Yay.
Okay, you find them.
We
Buried
drag them
under
back
snow,
to the
but they're
cave so that they don't make it difficult to skin them.
Yeah.
If you're gonna bring all 12, this is gonna take like half the day.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Alright, guys?
Okay.
Think of how helpful these pelts could be to for the town. And for us. We can make ourselves all coats out of them.
I would love a coat.
If any of them are left when we get there, right, guys? Eric says.
Hate this guy.
I think
I
they're in the
mean-
middle of a giant tarantula fight.
Oh, they sent us a letter.
True.
And he just picks up a wolf, starts carrying it back.
I will also pick up a wolf and start carrying it back.
Okay, you guys spend half the day bringing wolf bodies back to the cave. Who's pelting them up?
I could do it.
Herrick probably has the most dexterity, right?
Eric's not doing it. He's not here. He's watching Murray's dead body.
My
What did Drop
dexterity
do
is-
it?
Watch, he's watching his dead body.
Yep.
What's
This
your
is my
dexterity? Good job.
this is my challenge.
What do I
did you
roll?
say, Ryan?
I just rolled dexterity.
Ryan
Is it-
asked you a question.
I
Oh,
didn't
what
know
do you-
your dexterity was.
Oh, it's 13. Does someone else have a better
Okay.
one?
Is that a
No,
+1?
Same as mine.
It's +1, yeah.
Go for it.
What is yours, Syrah?
Let Dewdrop do it.
I do want
Okay,
two people
jeez.
to do it. Because there's so many of them, you wouldn't all stand around while one person does it.
So
Not me.
I can do it.
I can help Dewdrop.
Okay, you guys get
Give her a 10.
6. You guys get 6 pelts.
Okay.
And each one has 2 weight. So you have 6 Frost Shepherd pelts.
I can take 2 of them.
I can't take any of them.
my weight's at 4. I could take 1.
Could drop a dagger.
Herrick has 2 free weight, but he has to carry Murray and Murray is 4 weight, so he's already overburdened, and I was going to have to figure out something for him.
Can we come back from Murray?
It's at least a 2-day journey.
Oh.
So I've got 2. Sarah, you can't use any or hold
No.
any.
No.
I
2
mean,
drop
he
can do
could.
1.
Herrick has a lot of rations he could leave behind. So let's do this.
We all eat
Let's
his
gorge.
rations.
Let's gorge ourselves.
It's not a good idea. All right, everybody's going to consume a ration for this date anyway. So Herrick eats his 1. Is anybody else close enough that they're going to eliminate a ration?
I'm going to eliminate one of Herrick's rations for myself.
You mean like going from 6 to 5, right? So that the weight is down 1?
Yes. Uh-huh.
I'm not.
Anybody?
No.
I don't have any rations.
You don't need rations because you eat off
Yeah.
the land.
Yeah.
Okay,
I might leave
so,
this dagger behind and take a pelt instead.
So we'll
I
burn
can do that too.
3 more of Herrick's. So nobody use any of their rations. So he's down to 2 in a set. And if he leaves those 2 behind, then he can carry Murray. So I'm just going to have him do that.
Oh
He's
wait,
gonna-
I have a veiny crystal in my inventory. I don't need that anymore, right?
You don't have it anymore. You gave them all to the dude.
Okay, so I can take another one then. I can take 3.
Okay, so that's 3.
I have 1.
That's 4. How
I got
many
one.
is Sarah carrying?
None.
None.
I'll take one.
And okay, 1 for Aspen. So you've got 5 of them in Murray. Would Herrick abandon more rations? He still has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's got 30 rations, so that's taking up 6 weight.
He can give me 5, and then I'll go because I have 1 open slot, so I can't take a pelt, but I can do that, and then he can ditch 5 to nothing, or on the ground or whatever. Does that make sense?
Yep. Okay.
Leave it
who
for the
did
next wanderers who enter this cave.
I think we got all 6, right?
We did, yeah.
Okay.
I meant the rations.
Oh, the rations.
Okay. Got it. All right. We used half a day. Oh, actually, we really ended up using a whole day. Because then we had to do the pelts once we got them back to the cave. All right, we're going to undertake a perilous journey. So I'm going to need 3 people to roll. We've got the quartermaster, the trailblazer, and the scout. So before we roll, who's doing which job? It's undertake a perilous journey.
Here it is.
Where am I looking?
It's a special
under-
move.
Yeah, moves and then special
Undertake a
moves.
perilous journey.
Wait, I don't think I'm in the right spot.
On your
Probably
character
not.
sheet,
Uh-huh.
I want to do Trailblazer.
Oh, there it is.
It's just
I
the
can-
3 jobs? Am
Yep.
I crazy? Okay.
3 jobs.
I can do the quartermaster.
Okay. And who's the scout?
I can do it.
Okay, Trailblazer, roll.
Nice.
Success. Reduces the amount of time necessary to reach your destination. Great. Okay, scout roll.
Nice.
Scout will spot any trouble quick enough to let you get the drop on it. Great. And Quartermaster. Normal number of rations are consumed. Okay, so you guys are going to make it in one additional day of travel. It should have taken 2. You did better than when you hit Murray.
He's just dead weight.
Yeah, but that's because he literally. Should we just use Herrick's rations again?
Sure.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 from him. The thing you guys get the drop on is that as you're coming back into town, there is an ambush of rangers waiting on the road ahead. And you notice them before they've noticed you coming on the trail. This is the Mountain Lion Rangers.
Maybe they're looking for the tarantulas?
Calling up for them?
Yeah.
Zero?
Hello. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
What's happening?
I was
Let's
just gonna
see
say,
what he's
I didn't want to yell because what if they were like hunting something or stalking something?
Are they? Can we see from here?
Discern realities.
God damn it.
You don't know.
I'll level up again.
And I discern realities.
Yes.
This is bullshit. I feel like every roll. I have 9 experience already for the next level.
Jeez.
What is about to happen?
If you get too far down the road without making your identities known, you guys are going to get shot with arrows.
Okay. What else should I ask?
What is here is not what it appears to be.
That's what I was literally gonna just ask. That worked out. What here is not what it appears to be.
There's actually a trap ahead on the road that will like that thing where a tree goes up and you end up hanging upside down.
Oh shit.
What's that called? A tree snare?
Sure. What here is useful or valuable to me?
You actually find a little path off the road that you could get closer to them without being subject to the trap.
Okay.
Perfect.
Nice. Let's take that little road, guys.
You got it.
Okay. Are you going to stop and talk to them or just go around?
Go around them, right?
We should
Anyone
stop
wanna
and
talk to them.
We should
Yeah.
talk to them.
Talk to them.
Okay.
All right. You come up and one of them sees you coming up from the side and says, "Oh there, you're the adventurers who went north with Murray to attack the Frost Shepherds, right?
Yes, that's us.
How did it go?"
Well, it went okay. We got the Frost Shepherds.
Oh, that's excellent.
How many did we get? 12?
Well,
We got 12 of them. I'm not sure.
12?
Yeah.
Hi, Plumera.
Hopefully that's all of them.
That's great. That's such good news. I can't possibly think of anything you could say that would make me unhappy.
So you didn't care for Murray all that much then?
What do you mean?
He's dead.
Oh,
You could have been a little gentler.
yeah, that's horrible news.
Yeah.
I will be as graceful as possible and take Murray from Herrick to present him to them in a gentle way.
We got him. We're gonna bird hole him with the respect he deserves.
Right. You just pick up his body and throw it to them. So they dismantle their ambush, and they come over and they take his body. Well, we'll take it from here. We'll take it from here. You're needed back in the town. Go talk to the general.
Okie doke.
And while this is horrible news, thank you so much for taking care of the frost ship.
We're happy to do it. Only wish we could have brought Murray back alive.
Yes, well, we told him to definitely not try to fight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He obviously didn't. He obviously didn't listen.
No.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
So he said the same thing, I think.
Teresa, he died. He died when Smashy told him to attack.
Yep.
He attacked and died.
Yep.
Oh no.
So that's why she's like,
Yeah.
Whoops.
Inner turmoil right now is just.
he had 5 hit points left, and two frost shepherds attacked him, and he took like 9 damage.
Oh shit.
They killed the shit out of him.
Solomon's rock skin is so wet from sweat from having to not say anything.
Right.
What were you guys doing here, by the way?
Oh, we were trying to make sure that no more of those giant tarantulas came back.
How many
Was it
attacked?
multiple or? Yeah.
Just one. But, none of us were in the town when it happened, and you weren't there either. So.
That's too
It
bad.
was not great.
Who was it somebody killed?
Yeah, they killed Thane.
Oh no.
Thane here.
Oh, he's the.
Oh no.
He's the head blacksmith.
Oh my.
This is tragic.
You're telling me.
Well, I guess we'll head in. That's too bad.
Okay. So you guys head into the town. So I should put you guys right up at the entrance to the town. Okay, where to?
I did distillery, no?
Yeah, go right to the. Turn in our quest.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys head to the distillery. Did you guys see the picture of the general?
No.
I'll share that. I want you guys to see the guy who runs the distillery too. She looks a lot like the Grinch.
Yeah, she does. That's
Me?
funny.
Her description was that she's green as fuck.
I like her. She looks fierce.
Fierce and green.
I think Chester. Yeah, this the distillery guy. This is Chester, the guy who runs the distillery.
I love it.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh.
We described him as all black
Aw.
and chubby.
Oh my god, I love him.
He's the best.
He's so
Yeah.
cute.
That's my favorite. For
Oh
sure.
my god.
He's really cute.
Seeing these pictures was so worth it. All right, you guys get back to the general, and she says, "Ah, you're back. I'm assuming you've heard what happened while you were gone."
Yes, we got a note.
Well, I sent it. Glad to hear that the Shadow Flyer made it to you. Yes, the person who was killed was Thane Hammerstone.
A terrible loss.
Absolutely. It's been a long time since any giant tarantulas have wandered into town, and I suspect that the Frost Shepherds have been pushing them south. So I'm hoping you have good news for me.
Yes, we killed 12 of the Frost Shepherds.
Oh, wow. I thought there was only 8.
Well, this is good. Hopefully we got them all then.
Hope so.
Left in their den, so we think they're definitely probably gone.
Oh, okay.
Definitely, probably.
That's even more thorough of a job than I thought you were going to do. Well, thank you so much. Here is your 400 coin.
Thank you.
So everybody can add 80 coin to your inventory. I'll do
Nice.
barracks.
How do you add coins easier than just clicking the plus button until you get to the number?
You can
Highlight it,
type
and
it.
the number.
Just
Yeah.
type it.
What if you can't do math?
What if you needed a calculator to calculate it?
And my weight went up because I have too much coin now.
Me too. No,
Mine
I'm
too!
overweight.
That's
Mine
funny.
too.
Can we leave some pelts here for now?
Well,
I
don't
can't
worry
carry
about
it anymore.
Don't worry about it while you're in town.
Okay.
We'll figure it out after. She says, okay, the Infinite Book. Teresa wasn't here last time. Your other reward that she doesn't have here, that you guys are going to get eventually, is called the Infinite Book. This book contains an infinite number of pages in a finite space. With no limit to the pages, everything that ever was, is, or will be is contained somewhere in the book. Luckily, the index is great. When you spout lore while consulting the book, you gain an extra clause. On a 12 plus, the DM will give a solution to a problem or situation you're in. She says the book is stored in a safe place. Oh, I'll do it in her way. The book is stored in a safe place in the great city to the north. You need to travel there, go to the blank, talk to blank, and say the passphrase blank, and they will trust what you have to say. Tell them that you've been rewarded with the Infinite Book, and they will retrieve it for you from the vault. All right. So, what is the name of the city?
Phoenix.
Ooh,
Phoenix?
Arizona.
All
I just
right. Great. Are we good with Phoenix?
I
Yeah.
like it.
Great city to the north, Phoenix. You need to go to the blank.
Need to go to the
The vault.
It's just called the Vault. Okay, we'll figure out what that means later. Go to the Vault.
It's a cool name.
And talk to blank.
Ooh.
The Vault Master.
I was just thinking that too.
That was my first thought as well.
Okay. We need a
I
name.
thought that, and
though.
I was like, I gotta think of a name. And then
Vault
Ryan said it.
Master, what?
Charlotte.
Vault Master Charlotte.
Starlight.
What race is Charlotte?
Sky Elf.
Ooh.
Wait, we've got Feather Elves and Sky Elves?
Joey, there's a lot of different elves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Charlotte, the Sky Elf. Say the passphrase blank.
Elf.
A phrase, not just a word.
Oh, okay. There are many elves. Sorry, don't let me do it.
Every time someone near her says the word elf, she gives them an artifact.
Ooh.
No.
We've come for the cat berries.
We've come for the catberries. Fine. Well, no, we can have there be more to that. We've come for the catberries. We'll stay for the...
Yeah.
What?
Nice
The
weather.
what?
I said cats.
Okay. Not everything we ever come up with has to be cats, guys.
I like the weather. That's fucking funny.
We've come for the catberries. We'll stay for the weather.
We'll stay for the cat girls.
No.
The weather is so silly. Especially because winter is so miserable here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, in talking to you guys, here's what you glean that the death of Thane Hammerstone means. The Wizen Council is highly respected and keeps the town running in a lot of ways, but the Hammerstones are actually in charge. Thane was the closest the town had to nobility. In truth, they have a lot of money and make things everyone needs, so no one would go against them. And it's not like the Wizen Council was elected or anything. They're more of a club. Thane wasn't a bad guy. He wasn't even a selfish guy. He was rather philanthropic, funding the town's festivals and the Wizen Council. But now, unfortunately, with him gone, his brother, Blank, is the patriarch of the family. He's pretty arrogant and selfish. What's his name?
Philip.
Philip. Okay.
It's like Philip Screwdriver.
Yes, I'm sure that's what she was thinking.
I didn't even think that, but I like it.
Philip has asked to meet with the party. The general believes he is going to ask them to obtain acorns for the town so that they can make antivenom. That will enable the town to fight the giant tarantulas without risk of auto death. Then they can mine the iron ore and make proper weapons. The acorns can be found at the same place as the book, so that's convenient. In Phoenix. She also tells you that there will be funerals for Thane and Murray at the end of the day, and then your festival will be tomorrow.
Nice.
Waited on the funerals, throwing our party today, but you know.
We're gonna get over them quick. All right,
Okay.
funeral's over. Let's party.
Is there anything else you want to talk to her about?
I don't think so. Or we could ask her where she recommends we go with the pelts.
The funeral from Murray consists of they pick up his body and they go rub-a-dub-dub and toss it in.
Everyone's wearing bird masks.
Yeah. What should we do with these pelts? Is any place we can take them to be made into clothing?
Well, we don't have a what would you call that? Seamstress?
Leather worker.
Yeah.
Tailor.
Or leather worker? Yeah, we don't have a seamstress or leather worker. There isn't really anybody in town who makes clothes.
Damn.
You could probably sell them at the general store, or I'm sure somebody in Phoenix could make them into something for you.
We don't want to bring them all the way to Phoenix, do we?
No.
It takes up 6 weight on me. It's more than half my weight.
We think they could be made into something like extra nice, or is it gonna be like substitute warm clothes?
You think that they could be made into something extra nice? Yes.
I think we take it.
You say we take them with us?
Yeah.
If we've come along something even better during our travels, you can drop something, but
Oh, I'm overweight right now.
Is there any kind of bank in town we could store some of our coin?
No. What's a bank?
isn't there a jar in the basement of the bakery?
No, they know what banks are, but no, there's no bank. There's no banks in this town.
Who made the clothes for all the people in this town?
They're all imported.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I haven't thought about it, but there might be somebody in. I can't remember the name of the town.
Phoenix?
No. Sunstone. Maybe someone there makes clothes.
Yeah.
Why don't we have Solomon spout lore?
We're good at making robes. Let's see, spout lore.
You're rock people.
Okay. I will tell you something interesting. It's on you to make it useful. In the Golami culture, it is frowned upon to wear imported clothes.
Ooh.
Which means they must make their own. You've never thought about it. How do you know that this is true? Tell me the truth now.
How do I know that we don't import clothing? Everyone wears similar robes?
Yeah, makes sense. Kind of sounds like what you've already kind of been describing.
Yeah. So maybe not the best for pelts. They could probably make simple clothing, but I don't know that we'd be able to make a coat or a jacket or maybe a cape or something, but
Okay.
No.
Anything else for the general?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
She does say that Philip would like to talk.
Okay, let's go see Philip.
Go talk to him.
He is at the bird hole preparing for the funeral. So you guys go to the bird.
The bird hole.
There you see Bird Father Orin coordinating. Did you guys look at his picture?
Bird Father Orin.
Remember, he's a feather elf.
Hmm.
When I click on some of these, it opens like the job board instead.
Really? When you say some of these, what do you mean?
Like when I clicked on Bird Father Orin, it opened it, and then there was, I think, who else was it? I just did. I think Thane, or not Thane. What was the last person I clicked on?
Oh yeah, Bird Father Orin. That one is broken. Well, I've never done these before, and okay, try Orin now.
Yep, it's correct.
Okay, just let me know if you find another one.
Okay.
Okay, but Philip is there. I gotta add to my to-do list Philip. So I want to get a picture of Philip. What does Philip look like, guys?
Like,
Early.
what race are they? Forget. They human?
No, he's a
Oh.
Burren.
Oh.
He's a Hammerstone. Philip Hammerstone.
So burly, sure. Typical blacksmith's body type.
He's like he's a mean cat face to him.
Yeah.
Those cats just never looks happy.
Right. So Orr would be his nephew. This is Orr Hammerstone. So how does Philip look in relation to Orr?
Similar maybe, but more angry looking.
Less fur.
The body type I think is what I was picturing.
Mhm. Maybe
Less
like
fur?
a star on his eye or something.
Yeah.
Shorter tail. Not as fluffy.
So matted fur.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scar on his eye.
On his eye?
Well, across his eye. Like above and below his eye. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I knew what you meant, but I like
Like
it.
not on the eyeball.
He's got a scar on his eyeball. You can't see it. He also has a scar on his butthole. Don't ask how he got it. He won't tell you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys approach Philip Hammerstone.
Hello, Philip. Sorry to hear about your brother.
Yes, well, thank you for saying so. I hope that your return means that you managed to take care of the Frost Shepherds.
Yes, we were able to kill them. 12 of them, in fact.
Excellent. It's too bad about Murray.
Oh my gosh.
I
Yes,
suppose.
very unfortunate.
I suppose you're here that the general sent you my way.
Yes, she mentioned you wanted to speak with us.
Yes. I have another quest for you.
Oh boy, what is it?
Now, this is very important. This is probably the most important thing that anyone in town has asked you to do, so I'm going to need you to take it very seriously. Do you understand me?
Yes. Super serious. Got it.
Okay, great. I need you to travel to Phoenix and obtain 2,000 acorns.
For any particular purpose?
Yes. We're going to use them to make anti-venom.
And Phoenix is overflowing with these acorns? That seems like a lot of acorns.
Oh, it's only about 20 pounds. And for game purposes, we're going to call that 2 weight.
Okay.
Specifically, I need acorns from Venspire oak trees.
Venspire oak trees.
Now, there is a second part to this mission. I need you to find a way to make the Venspire oak trees grow in Mountain Shadow.
Has anyone tried to make those specific ones grow here before?
Absolutely. No one's ever been successful. For some reason, it just doesn't work. So our ability to deal with the giant tarantulas has been dependent on our ability to import acorns to make anti-venom, so that if someone gets bit, they don't just immediately die like my brother did. And of course, with the frost shepherds blocking the way north, we've been unable to obtain any. Perhaps, if we can make our own anti-venom, we can produce enough that we can send the rangers to wipe them out.
Yeah, that would be nice. Well, I mean, we can certainly try. I think getting the acorns won't be too much of a problem. Hopefully we can make them grow.
I hope so. I've heard good things about your abilities. You built an entire water wheel in like 2 days, and you went out into the woods for about a week and eliminated the frost shepherd. So I'm sure that if you put your minds to it, you can be successful in this.
How much are the acorns going to be, too?
Well, that's a very good question. I leave that up to you to figure out. My intention is to pay you a specific amount of money, and then how you manage to obtain the acorns is up to you. If you can find a way to get them for free, then it's more profit for you. If you buy them, then that comes out of your share.
How much are you going to pay us?
Another good question. But before I get to that, I have a very important aspect to this mission. Are you all listening?
Yes.
Yep.
He gets a very serious look on his face. Do not give the acorns to anyone except me.
Okay.
Will something bad happen if we do?
It's part of the mission, so you won't get paid.
Is someone trying to do something bad with acorns?
This is a discern reality.
Okay.
Ooh.
Helping that, right?
Yeah, who's doing it?
How do I do it?
Go ahead.
How do I do it?
How do you aid?
You
Is that
aid.
what you're
Yeah.
asking?
Oh,
So
just
roll
press
first
aid.
basic move.
Yeah. And then your bond is however many bonds you have with Sierra.
I don't have any.
Oh, +0 then.
So should I not do it? Does anyone else want to do it?
I'll do it. I've got a bond.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. That makes it a 7. You get 1 question, Sierra. Make it a good one. Take your time.
Mm,
He said this was the most important part too. So
what here is not what it appears to be.
you believe that Philip, now that he is the patriarch of the Hammerstone family, thinks that if he can have a monopoly on the acorns, in addition to his monopoly on blacksmithing, that he would be able to take true control of the town. He wouldn't admit this. You figure that out from the conversation. Now, about payment, what are you looking for?
Hmm. What are we looking for? What do we want?
Mm,
Something other than
mm,
coin.
So your reward for the Frost Shepherds was 400 coin and that book as a point of reference. Also, as a point of reference, he is a blacksmith.
Maybe he could
And
make
this
us weapons.
the town has other resources, and he has a lot of power.
I do need a new staff. Mine did break.
What's it made out of?
It was made out of wood.
Travis, you had a chance to say something really funny. Just went with wood. You're like, my staff broke, and he's like, what was it made out of? You could have been like water.
That would have showed him.
Yeah, grass. It was made out of bugs.
The blacksmith's gonna help out with your wooden staff.
My staff was broke. I didn't bring it with me. I left it.
Just go
Droid.
cut a new one.
I don't want a regular piece of wood as a staff.
What's this? Some kind of special wood?
Well,
He just leans over and picks up a stick. Here, it's just like a shitty stick.
just because the one I had was made out of wood doesn't mean they all need to be made out of wood.
Is a non-wooden staff still a staff? Isn't it a rod or something that's made of metal?
I think a staff is just like a long pole weapon.
Herrick says, I kind of want him to make my weapon more awesome.
Your weapon?
Yeah.
Can he help us with all of our weapons? Would that be a good?
I would be interested in that.
Blacksmith. Probably do blacksmithing stuff. I'm trying to talk like Chris.
Could you help us each with one weapon of choice, sir?
Yes.
That's a good deal, right, guys?
I think so.
All right. So one weapon thing for the 5 each.
Each, yeah.
Sure.
Or like Herrick, maybe just improvement on his of some kind.
Yeah, like good weapons. Either improving ours or making something that's better than what we have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I can do that. You
Sweet.
might have to wait a bit because once we have the acorns, well, we're going to use most of them to try to plant trees, of course, but we'll use some of them to make the anti-venom. Then once we have the anti-venom, we can get to the mine and then mine the metal and then bring the metal back, and then we can make it into weapons. So you might have to wait a bit, but I can do it.
Fine with me. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
Sounds
as long
good.
as we get reimbursed for whatever we have to spend on acorns in the meantime.
That's a bit tricky. How do I know you're not just gonna spend 1,000 coin to buy them?
Hmm.
How about
Maybe.
I will reimburse you up to 100 coin? How does that sound?
That sounds fair.
Yeah.
Shit, I should have rolled a parlay here. Let's do it anyway. Somebody roll a parlay. Who's doing it?
I'll do it.
Ooh.
Oh, she's a par lady.
Okay. Yeah. So this all works. In fact,
Sweet.
because it was a complete success, I'm just gonna make it, and you get 100 coin no matter what.
Sweet.
So not up to 100 coin, just 100 coin flat. Okay.
I was going to spend the next 15 minutes drawing up a contract.
All right. Anything else for Philip? There will be more time in town next session.
Nothing else for Philip.
Okay. We'll start next session with the funerals. Is there anything else anybody wants to do in between the conversation with Philip and the funeral?
Yeah, I want to go like check out the soil around town. I'm surprised he said these other plants won't grow, and I want to try to grow something.
Sure.
Plant a seed. See if I can try to figure it out.
Yeah. What are you gonna roll for that?
That's a good question.
Teresa tried to roll as many times as she could tonight. She just couldn't fail. She's like, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I did appreciate that everybody let her.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Mm-hmm.
She's just
You're welcome.
good.
You're welcome.
Ryan, how many moves do you have? Can't figure out which one to use.
I don't know. I don't know what
Okay,
one
then
is
just roll.
applicable
just
here.
roll
Discern realities. I don't know.
Yeah, discern realities is good because you're trying to figure out why, right?
Yeah. Oh wow.
Wow.
Well,
Another success. You guys
Yeah.
are just ridiculous.
2 6s. The highest I could have.
Good thing it wasn't me that rolled. That would have been
I want to go
probably.
through, just kind of scrolling through this. Like, understanding there's 3 possible results every roll, a majority of your rolls tonight were successes. Too bad that didn't happen during the fight.
Yeah.
They rolled so
Uh-huh.
bad, Teresa, they got their asses beat. There was
Really?
one point somebody failed a roll, someone tried to aid, they failed,
Yeah.
someone tried to aid, they also failed.
Was bad.
Wow.
There's definitely a wolf with 1 hit point left. I think it took us
Mhm.
at least 3 times to kill him.
Oh my god, that one. Yeah.
2 times you guys hit and then did 1 damage, but he had 1 armor, so he took no damage.
Yep.
Oh.
And it was they rolled a d6 and literally rolled a 1 twice.
How many times did I roll 1 damage?
A lot.
Like 5 times?
Yeah. Luckily, Chris was playing crowd control, kept pushing wolves away and shit.
And Ryan hugging him.
Yeah, Ryan used his bear move a lot. Okay, 3
Yeah, the
questions.
Bear move was successful anyway.
Yes. That's a good one.
I'd say what here is not what it appears to be.
Okay, so you've traveled in a lot of places, and as you already acknowledged today, that there is something about this area that is different for some reason. Like, you don't know why the Frost Shepherds came here, but there's the whole thing with like the river water has that weird smell to it, and then the volcanic water has a different weird smell to it, and there's giant tarantulas that are like in the way, and you've been told that the town to the east was destroyed by caterpillars. So I think what here is not what it appears to be, is the forest itself appears to be mundane and you think it's not.
Hmm.
What happened here recently?
It appears in the area you're looking through, someone has tried unsuccessfully to grow a whole bunch of different things, and the only thing that appears to have worked is a young catberry bush. The other things that appear to have been planted did not grow.
What here is useful or valuable to me?
You find a small seed sack, an empty seed sack, laying on the ground. And you pick up the sack, and it says Frank.
Frank?
I think that's the right name.
Yeah, I didn't hear you the first
Yes,
time. That's all.
Frank.
Right.
Yep. By the way, guys, I made up all of this as he was asking the question. That's how this game works. And I just think that's cool.
He tends to catberry bushes. That's right. Okay.
I just like that about this game, where you kind of decide where the story's going as it happens.
Hmm. Yeah.
Other than little, I mean, I obviously planned a few things, but I mean, even my answer was like, you need to travel to the city of blank, go to the blank, talk to blank, and tell them blank. Okay. That is where we'll end it. So you're
Can I do one thing quick?
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to tell like everybody once we're away from Philip that I'm a little worried. Philip seems a little power hungry. He might use all these acorns and his monopoly on the blacksmithing to seize some real control in town.
Oh no.
I agree.
Just
should we do?
wondering. I mean, I know he said he would work on our weapons, but I'm just wondering if maybe we should warn somebody like the general. But it might mean if something happens, he doesn't do our weapons.
Herrick starts to pull his sword and he says, "Sounds like a worthy opponent."
Yeah, probably.
What about if we just buy like extra acorns? Don't tell Philip about it. As long as he gets his 2,000, we've done what he wants.
What do you think he'll do if we found out that we had extras?
He said part of the mission was to not give them to anyone else.
Well, the 2,000 though.
Yeah, but part of the mission is you don't give acorns to anyone else.
Okay.
Getting the acorns isn't enough for him. He wants to be the only one who has them. So that's why it's part of the mission.
I think we should get the acorns and maybe some extras, but I also feel like we should warn someone ahead of time before we go so that they can sort of plan for his power grab.
Mm.
It wouldn't be good for one person to have all that power.
Who do you recommend we warn?
The general would be the best one to tell here.
Okay.
Is it the who's like the top like person again in this town? It's not the lumberjack, is it? Who is it?
Blacksmith.
Oh, it is the blacksmith.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Damn it.
Because they already are the head of the blacksmith family. They're the blacksmiths that are super important in town. And then he has all the fucking acorns.
Let's tell the general.
Yeah, that way we can at least have a
Mm-hmm.
clear conscience as long as we let somebody important in the town know.
Yeah.
They still need the acorns.
Yes, we still need to get the acorns. That'd be very helpful. I think someone needs to know about his plans. Prepare for his power grab.
Okay.
Okay, make sure you remember that. You want to talk to her for next time.
Okay.
All right. End of session. Does anybody resolve the bond?
No.
No.
Okay. If you guys have any empty ones, think of them, what you could fill in for next time. Has everyone or anyone fulfilled your alignment at least once during the session?
Nope.
I'd say so. Help something or someone grow. Do the investigation.
Yep.
I don't think I did.
Teresa?
Sorry, what'd you ask?
Did you fulfill your
Which-
alignment at least once during the session?
Oh. No.
Okay. What is your alignment?
Discover something about a magical mystery.
Yeah, I guess. Well,
Book?
I mean, no. Solomon did. Solomon
Yeah,
did
but I didn't.
when he was just investigating the forest. Yeah, I guess you didn't help him. Okay. Okay, 3 questions as a group. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Phoenix?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We did some world
Yeah, I
building.
think so.
You get an XP
Did
for
we
that?
Yeah, everybody gets 1 XP.
Yeah.
You listening, Teresa?
Yes.
Okay, good. Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy? No. Did we loot a memorable treasure? I mean, I think the pelts counts there, so everybody can take
What
one
about
for
the
that.
coin?
Oh, yeah, the coin too. Yes. I still can't believe we rolled that again. That's fucking crazy. I've got
There's
5
one.
different. I've got 5 different treasure charts. There's like 250 total items,
Oh wow.
or total like things you could get, and we rolled the coin again. That's insane.
There's one experience for that though, still, right? For the
Yeah.
measure. Okay.
Yeah, it's once. Did you do it at least once? Okay. There we go. So Teresa didn't level this turn. She is at 5. So if you get at least 4 more next session, you can level up.
I can level up again.
Jesus Christ, really?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm at
Holy
11
shit.
right now.
How? How
He's
did you
just
get
been
to 11?
He's been
I just fail
failing.
constantly.
Suck.
Alright, you can't be impressed by my level and then also tell me I suck in the same sentence.
Oh, I did.
And
so-
she will.
I mean,
it.
I think she can because
bullshit.
those mean the same thing though.
Yeah, Travis. Take it.
Damn it.
Like your level is high because you suck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. I think everybody's here next week, right? And then the
I
week
mean, I
after
am.
that, Chris is gone again.
Yeah.
Next week is the 28th. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks, everybody. I had a lot of fun.
Was fun.
Thanks, Jeff.
And I'll see you next time.
Okay.
Okie doke.
Okay.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.
Puppy, puppy, I know that you love me.
So you just come to this town and you're like, all right, what's the situation? Because you've been traveling on your own for how long do you think Bing's been on his own?
8 years.
Years? Yeah, just kind of wandering. Yeah, cool. So and then we can start the recording session. And I'm going to be asking you guys a lot of questions for like to name things or give me details on stuff, like just fun. First thing that comes to your head, sort of thing.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Cool. All right. Do we want to play? Well, are we capable of playing the theme song?
How about this time we sing a Christmas theme song?
What's the Christmas version?
I'm dreaming of a and the Christmas episode is here. We're down under from last time, and we're riding a crystal reindeer to the bank. Yeah. And when Christmas is over, that's when the sad times come. Death follows Christmas for everyone.
Spelllore! Welcome to Spelllore, everybody. Spell Origins, the beginning, this time it's everybody, the Charles Eve special.
The Charles Eve Massacre is what I thought you were going to
You know what? We haven't played yet. Who knows how it's going to turn out? This is the episode where we establish that Billy, Tuck, and Bing are connected to a series of unsolved serial killings.
I think it would be kind of amazing if everyone died in this episode.
Yeah!
Considering it's before
It's clearly not
entire game.
Take ourselves out of the home. That's something that we never really reckoned with, is the fact every time we do a prequel episode, you're all unkillable.
Yeah. Oh.
So far.
Until now. Hey guys, I'm gonna jump off this balcony. I hope everything is okay. What do I roll?
And that was the voice of Ulysses playing Tacoma the First, brother of his current character, Tacoma the Second. Twin brothers with the same name.
At the end of the episode, she's like, "Hi, we're all here at my twin brother's funeral. Nobody knew that he had a twin." And also going forward, I don't want to ever address that I have a twin that just died. It's too sad. It's too sad.
Never bring it up again.
Also, please call me by his name.
Yeah, and I'm gonna wear
Without
this
the accent. Yeah.
I imagine his name was Tacome.
Yeah. Dome.
And here we are, all together on Paul's farm, which is not a joke. We're on a farm that Paul is a tenant farmer at, and there are sheep beneath us, and a wood stove of crackling. That actually sounds pretty good. We got a steaming hot mug of
Dice.
fucking role-playing games. All right, and so what we're doing today is...
Also, today's special
Today is special.
because Wes.
Did you guys get me a gift?
Supposed to.
Charles Eve, we have not established as a gift-giving holiday.
Yeah.
Is it his birthday?
Is it? Wes, we should ask Wes. Is it your birthday?
Scorpio.
When is your birthday?
Could be.
Is it your birthday?
Nobody's
It's not his
birthday
birthday.
might say that.
Wes, are you in birthday?
Not yet.
Not till after Christmas Eve. The Charles Eve Massacre.
Every parent in the principalities is ritualistically slaughtered in front of their child.
That explains why we're all orphans.
I'm Sean O'Hara. I'm your game master. With me, as always, playing... Wait, no, that's not how we do the intros anymore.
Well, that's fine.
Do it normal.
Yeah, all right. With me, as always, playing Tacoma Dome the Barbarian of Duel Aziz.
Hi, everybody.
Playing Fat Billy the Halfling Thief, Jessica Ty.
Whoa.
Playing Bing
Oh.
Bang.
No. Am I not allowed that?
You're allowed to do
You're
that.
allowed to do that.
But you're making a choice.
Okay, I won't do it.
Don't bow when you do it.
It's really hard. Not.
Jessica, put that gong away.
Everybody bring it everywhere.
How's anybody going to know when I'm entering
Yeah.
the room or when the tournament's about to start. Do you want me to intro you again?
We'll keep that. Okay, I'm sorry, everybody.
And playing Big Bang Zumba, the half-elf druid Paul Oppers.
Happy holiday.
And also our technical producer Wes Lord on a mic.
Hello.
Yeah, it's fucking hot mics. The hot mic. What about Christmas? What's that?
Maybe I should recontrain myself. I'm really afraid if
Okay.
people are mad.
No, that's fine. Playing Fat Billy the Halfling Thief, Jessica Ty.
Hi, everybody.
There we go. You were so close to doing it again.
Girl.
Oh, God.
Hero.
Played 3 times. Fat Billy the Halfling Thief, Jessica Ty. Oh! All right. Cut all that, but we got a good one.
Well, I'm cutting yours for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
With a last name like O'Hara.
Did you know that the Irish were also persecuted?
Oh, Hachicho. I'm Irish. And
Yeah.
I fucking love.
Lucky Charms.
The fact
See,
that
if
Irish
you had said that, would have been fine.
what Hochicho Lucky Charms.
Yeah, but Abdul saying it,
Racist.
okay, I'm gonna cut.
So that means that you can't say anything about.
Konnichiwa.
That was
Holy
like
shit,
also
that was really
choice.
Oh my god.
I thought we were doing a round robin of everybody's like racial background.
Yeah.
It's hard to be racist towards Egyptians.
Nice
You're right.
architectural wonders. Shit.
Yeah. But you always have to point out where you're going and where you've been. Oh, that's a good one. He did the, for listeners, I guess this is going to be a Patreon thing because we're definitely going to go this.
Well, this is not going on Patreon.
No,
I
Yes,
don't want
it
people. I don't want people to give us $2 and then find out we're all fucking racists.
those are the only people I would
no,
finding that out.
it's the $10 level.
No.
No, but Paul did a thing where he did the
Dark
Egyptian
secret
walk
stuff.
where he points forward and back at the same time.
There's a secret level.
Yeah, there's the like
If you pledge like $13,
Yeah.
you get all the
Yeah.
racist shit.
We should have a, what do you call it, disclaimer?
Oh.
And be like, only for like hard asses, you know, like people who can handle shit.
Yeah,
You're not greasy lib cocks.
yeah. This is for the real Jordan Peterson fans out there.
No fucking goofs, am I right, bud?
Yeah, but racist jokes to Uncle Libs.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. Do we intro it a third time?
I mean, we can pick up where we left. You don't have to
Yeah.
start from the very beginning, but
And this session will. So last time we saw a little bit of how Lee and Tacoma had their first adventure, picked up shortly after the two had met. They hadn't yet met their pal Thing, and they had a wonderful adventure. Despite the absence of Thing, they had a wonderful time in an elf cookie factory where they met Grimsby, the clerk. Got into a scrap with some raccoons and generally learned the meaning of Charles and Hugh together. And they learned the true name of their friend Grimsby, which we've been led to believe has some sort of special power over elves.
Or maybe not.
Or maybe not. Who can say? And we pick up almost 1 full year later. Billy and Tacoma have been traveling together for a full year. What have Billy and Tacoma been up to in the intervening time?
Yeah, what are the 5 things that we did?
Yeah, listen, back and forth.
We high-fived a lot.
Yeah, we went to the bear in the chair where Billy out-ate a bear for room and board.
And got a t-shirt?
And he got a t-shirt, but he did it every night for 3 months.
we got free room and board. Eventually, the bear grew very tired of me, and I think I broke his spirit.
Yeah, also the bear got diabetes.
Yeah. I didn't get diabetes.
the chair eventually broke.
Yeah.
Now it's just bear. And the second adventure.
That was one adventure.
The bear in the chair. You said you listed off one on your finger and said bear in the chair.
There was Billy got wedged into a tree because there was a bunch of honey inside of it.
Got out with the help of his friend's rabbit.
No, I had to cut the tree down. It was really scary because I was trying, because he was stuck in the tree, and I was trying to cut it down so it would fall away from him, because there very well it could have crushed him. It's a really stressful experience.
It was like 50-50 would land on like my face or my butt.
And it was in a crowded area, so people were just watching it, and they weren't helping.
Oh,
Until
they were-
one guy just spoke up and said, "Hey, you want to borrow my car?"
What was Billy's favorite adventure in the intervening months? No, you just come whatever comes off the top of your head.
Okay.
Just trying to cheat off of
Fine. Oh. Tuck took me to an adult only.
How is that what you go for?
what you say?
No, let me finish the thought, actually. What did you say? What is an adult only?
Like all you can eat breakfast buffet.
Why was there adult? Eggs were shaped like things.
Yeah, and there was like adult entertainment, but Tuck didn't know that.
Like sports.
We already paid. So Tuck just like, kind of made a makeshift blindfold. And it was sort of like an eat in the dark experience for me. But Tuck, I asked a lot of questions and Tuck filled me in with some of the details, but very vague.
What's all that horrible stuff? Yeah, I took him to a strip club.
Accidentally? I like the idea that it was an accident.
It
You saw
was-
a buffet and you were like, nice.
Yeah, I thought it was an all-you-can-eat buffet, breakfast buffet, but it was at a strip club.
Yeah.
Uh,
In your defense, like Joe's Smush Factory honestly could have been anything. It really could have been anything. You just saw a buffet.
and the women there they loved Billy.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of back rubs.
No.
No, like
No. It was I brought Billy in, and all of the ladies stopped dancing. They put their clothes on, and they were like, "Oh, look at this cute little thing!" And they were pinching his cheeks, and they were feeding him eggs, yeah, that's all that happened. The rest of the patrons were very upset with us.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah.
Because I was blindfolded.
He was still blindfolded.
The blindfold stayed on.
Yeah.
What was that other place we went? Rick's Rubs and Scrubs.
Yeah.
Jessica was describing a business that was it's a spa, and it's just owned by a divorced guy named Rick, and he just wanted a simple down-home spa called Rick's Rubs and Scrubs. So maybe it's the same Rick that owns Rick's Ropes. Who knows?
Yeah. He sells ropes and rubs and scrubs.
What's Rick's Rubs and Scrubs like, Bill?
Yeah, Rick he's really nice and he welcomes you in, and it kind of feels like you walked into like a home hardware store, but but it's really just like everything is practical, and he's like he's like, do you want to put your feet in these like I've never been to a spa. Oh my God.
Or a home hardware.
Yeah, no, I haven't. He's like, do you want facial? You look a little sunburned. I'm like, hell yeah, I do.
So I took him to a strip club and a spa.
Come on down to Rick's Rubs and Scrubs. We got rubs. We got scrubs. That's about it. We got rubs. We got scrubs. You come in, you get a rub, you get a scrub 50% off.
You come on down to Ripsell Rubs and Scrubs. Ripsell Rubs and Scrubs is right next to Rick's Rubs and Scrubs. Hey, we gotta give you all the best times. And when we give you a good time, you get a hammer.
Hey, this is Rick. Sorry, continue. We got back rubs. We got back scrubs. We got foot rubs. We got foot scrubs. Yeah, we got it. This is Rick from Rick's Rubs and Scrubs. We're not affiliated with Rick's Rubs and Scrubs.
Hey, over here, across the street, it's Rick's Rubs and Scrubs.
This is the town that's fucking full of spas.
It's actually just 3 dads that all started spas.
And they all live together.
Three
guys that independently own spas.
Come on down to Nick's Rugs and Grubs.
We're too far away from the spa district to really take advantage of the brand recognition, but we're still here.
Got lots of rugs. Some grub.
Still got time. Come on down to Dick's Scrubs. Mostly just showing scrubs. Oh, scrubs. Come on down to Dick's Scrubs.
I also like the idea that this isn't a radio station. It's honestly just a megaphone that people walk in front of.
It's like the town square.
They're all in the same wagon.
That's what I like to think that in this world, like, that's what a town crier is. They're basically just like living advertisements.
They subsidize music, so like you want to get like a discount bottle, like you don't want to pay full price. You have to sit through like a bunch of that bullshit before like it gets
like a free Spotify account where it's just everyone. If you listen to this 30-second ad, you can listen to the whole bottle with no commercials.
There's like an old shitty bottle, like an old Sprite bottle, so the quality's really crappy.
I like that I was like, what adventures have these two incredible warriors and heroes gotten up to in this last 6 months? And you're like, well, here are the restaurants and businesses that we visit.
That's mostly what we remember. I think we took commissions too, but we mostly remember because it's the most memorable thing when you accidentally take a kid to a strip club.
True.
It's also pretty memorable when a kid gets stuck in a tree.
Absolutely.
It's pretty memorable when you go to a music festival. And it's also very memorable. What was the other thing? Because I had never been to a spa before, and Billy's never had a bath.
It was really exciting. They put me in one of those foot baths. I fit right in.
And now, after these adventures, you find yourself, because you've been a few months ago, you hit like the edge of the principalities, and you've sort of been traveling through. And you've come to now geographically. So at this point in the chronology, we've been to High Spear, and High Spear we described as being like kind of on the side of a mountain. And that mountain is like part of a larger range that sort of marches through the middle of the principalities, kind of not up and down, but east to west, up and north and south. Yeah, the other directions. Two of the other 40 directions that we have.
Okay, are we on the top of the mountain or are we at the bottom?
You're traveling through like a snowy mountain pass to get to the other side. So this is like So this is quite a deal. I want to say east of High Spear, and this is like the easiest way in this region to get through the mountains.
Okay, and where were we before?
Like in parts of the principalities that we haven't talked about.
Okay.
And outside, which we also haven't talked about.
We were outside the principalities before. Okay.
And so you find yourself trying to travel through this mountain range to the southern like the lower principalities. And Ving, what has Ving been up to?
Traveling around, trying to get some scraps together, doing odd jobs. He's been working as a reindeer in like a nativity town.
Okay, so sometimes
doing some like shitty acting gigs,
right,
as a reindeer
for like holiday celebrations, and the like. So a nativity. What is the nativity in this context?
It's a stone. It's a big holiday boulder that gets pulled around by a reindeer type. So that's what he's doing here. He's just been working pretty hard at this. We're doing a tour. They're doing like a traveling tour, and he's working reindeer gig.
Sweet. Okay, so that's the town that is in currently. What's the town called?
Proston.
Proston is a little snowy mountain town where they do these weird hollowed out boulder dragging celebrations. Wonderful. And you've also heard something that drew you to the town initially was stories of some sort of great lost wealth. Like, that's just one of the things that gets passed around every once in a while, like a local legend. So part of you is like, I wonder if there's any truth to that. But in the meantime, you've been just
Making money however I can.
yeah, exactly. And where's they living currently?
In the stable.
Stable.
Yeah, the reindeer.
As a reindeer, so have you been a reindeer for a long time?
Yeah, he's incognito. He's not.
Whoa.
He's doing it for room and board.
Oh.
And is this like a double identity type thing? Where the people who pay you don't know you're the reindeer? You're just like, I've got a real
Yeah.
hardworking, docile reindeer.
Yeah.
I'll go get him around this corner.
No. I'll call you.
You go.
Okay, leave the money. That's weird. We on the reindeer's back, put it on the reindeer's back, and then send them into the stable, and then I'll come out with the money. You can just tell the reindeer. Yeah, if the schedule changes, you don't have to fire me. Just tell the reindeer. You know what I do? I like to talk to the reindeer. Just talk to him like he's a person and make some comments. I tell him like details of like interactions. Yeah, and like payments. What time? I'll tell him secrets. I'll tell the reindeer my deepest, darkest secrets. Sometimes I tell him my bank code. Yeah, he really calms him down. Yeah, the code that you give to the goblin that works at the bank. The password you have to say to the bank goblin. Yeah.
So yeah, Vic's been living in the stable in Proston and sort of figuring out his next steps and money making wise.
What
And
the fuck?
just if we don't, I want to know what Grimsby's been up to.
Everyone wants to know that.
So in the 6 months,
We play Grimsby.
yeah. That's my Grimsby. That's my Grimsby.
Wow.
Grimsby was sort of given the spark of adventure and hit the road after meeting up with a couple of dopes and fighting the second Great Raccoon War outside the cookie factory, which name that
Elderon Red Coat Consolidated.
What has Grimsby been up to?
Mostly going from elf colony to elf colony. Passed through High Spear, of course. That was actually the first place that Grimsby headed towards. Was stopped at a few, sort of minor like cobbling operations. Sort of on the way to High Spear, just to check it out because High Spear was sort of once this like center of magic, kind of legendary for all the elf labor that made it run. And he was kind of taken aback at their peculiar understanding of what it meant to be enchanted. It was a little too upfront for his liking, right? Because traditionally, Grimsby, even though he has more of a sense of individuality and wanderlust than your average elf, he's also fairly orthodox when it comes to certain traditions like the name, and especially the holding sacred the idea of enchantment and the true nature of enchantment, which is no one knows the source of enchantment. And so he was kind of taken aback that they let their discipline go a little bit in High Spear, and would just be seen plainly. Although I guess there aren't a lot of options in a mall so busy and so packed and crowded. If you're hauling bodies out of a crowded food court, there's no easy way to do that subtly. But it wasn't really his style. So now he's been traveling along the mountain ridge, checking out the more traditional sort of mountain-dwelling elves. Other bakers, mountain bakers, do their own sort of pine nut infused cookies up there. Might be bringing some of those recipes back to Elderon. A little bit of a, knowledge exchange. Grimsby, like many even non-elf adventurers, has heard rumors of a very special place just north, or not north, just above Proston in the mountains. Sort of a recreational area that used to be frequented by one or more wizards. That even the elves have kind of lost track of, and he wants to reestablish a connection with that faction, see what they know, how their find out their own peculiar tricks, how they tend to stay hidden, and also how they've managed to evolve in such a barren area. Even though they're near the town, the fact that you haven't heard from them in so long leads him to believe that maybe they've found a way to subsist on their own without trading surreptitiously with non-elves. So he's been basically, bundled up and trekking through the mountains in search of this sort of mythical lost group of elves.
Sick. Yeah. Wow. That was way better than the backstories that we made for our shitty characters.
Oh, come on. It's not a competition, but if it was would be.
Also less funny by wide margin.
More evocative.
And pine nut cookies are hilarious.
Pine nut infused.
Oh, and yeah, I guess firewood might be another one of the industries out here.
Oh yeah, probably.
Oh, for the elves.
Yeah.
Oh, like homes firewood's just appearing outside their home.
Yeah, you leave a bag of grain that you've been storing, and you get like a cord of wood.
Yeah.
But it only happens if you've planned poorly and you've run out of wood and you're about to die.
You can't just stockpile wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can stockpile wood, but then you don't need the services. If you leave grain out and you already have wood, it's just
loose grain.
It's not enchanted.
Yeah. There's this old wives' tale that if you leave like a saucer of milk with some bread on top of it, you'll find a cord of wood there in the morning.
Yeah. It's good shit.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a really bad planner and you run out of wood, but you also run out of milk and bread and grain, then yeah, you're fucked.
I heard one story of a guy that said he left an IOU for a bag of grain out, and he got an IOU for a bag of wood.
This is good. This is as good as money.
So the elves are, they've got a good sense of humor too.
Yeah.
That guy did die though.
I just picture huddling around the IOU as like slowly burning. The last one. Yes, thanks. That's sweet. And so that is where we find everybody currently. So I'll set the scene.
Okay.
A bitter wind blows. Gilly and Tuck, Tacoma mostly, you struggle through knee-high snow in a dark wooded pass. The jagged peaks of the mountains rise above you. The dark of the sky above. The snow is whipping in your face. You're freezing cold. And inside your beard is a small boy. Billy, you are up and safe out of the snow. I assume being carried by Tuck. I don't think he would let you walk in this sort of weather, or would he?
No, he's in my beard.
Yeah. And what's Tuck's cold weather look?
It's the same. I'm wearing a loincloth, except my leather wrist straps, I have like furry.
They're fur-lined.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Because I didn't want to ruin the barbarian aesthetic.
Well, I was imagining like a hide cape.
Like a little furry cape.
Not a little. Why would he get a furry
Like a furry little cape.
You'd have Uggs.
Uggs? Yeah, so instead of my regular boots, it's like a little furry thing on top of it.
I imagine like an Anne of Green Gables kind of.
I got a couple of red pigtails.
And then just a little thing tied around it goes down to like the ends of your shoulders, basically.
Okay, yeah, and the reason for that is that I did not prepare for the weather, and I traded with a tinker on the road, and he only had a child's gift. And also these sex toy cuffs.
You wrecked the chain on.
Yeah,
you're like,
just to like be like a little bit more warm.
I am doing I'm trying to be helpful. I'm kind of acting as his the clasp thing that you wear from clothes. I'm holding the edges together so it's not all around.
Yeah, the tinker was gonna give me the clasp, and then I called him a little bitch. And then he refused.
I heard you're not supposed to insult tinkers.
Yeah, and this is why.
Great. And you know what? It's the damnedest thing. After I called that tinker a little bitch, every cup I've held is shattered within 2 seconds. I don't know why. I just can't hold cups anymore.
Yeah, and that's where my unencumbered, unharmed comes from.
Out of necessity.
Oh, not unencumbered, unharmed.
Muscle
bound?
Muscle bound. That's what it is.
That's where muscle bound
Yeah,
comes.
now you just wreck shit. That's pretty fun that you wreck shit easily because you got cursed.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I broke so easily through that wall.
Yeah.
Through Cartwin's apartment.
Yeah. When you went to the Clearwater, you also ripped the doorknob off the door.
Yeah, it's because I have this curse. Yeah, it comes in handy a lot. Yeah, I broke
The roof?
Food boat.
Food boat. You guys wrecked Food boat in some way.
Yeah.
You fucking monsters.
We put it on the map. We also wrecked, what's his name? Barb's house.
Yeah, you've wrecked AI everywhere and
And
everyone.
it's because of this Tinker's curse.
Okay.
It was mostly Lerp supplies.
Yeah.
This is oak.
Still up.
Still is oak.
And I don't think eating someone's food is a curse to wreck.
Oh man, this curse is making me eat all Lerp's oatmeal.
Yeah. And
Smushed all the peanuts in your mouth.
yeah, dude, that was the curse. When I screamed at that old bandit Alec, that was the curse. Yeah.
Also, don't get mad at us for stealing tickets from you, Patrick.
That's not just Patrick Rothfuss.
I think it kind of is.
No.
Isn't that just a job?
Tinker is a job, but like
Yeah.
these like traders that you find on the road with like weird odds and ends that may or may not be magical.
I just
No.
call them a bunch of Trader Joe's. Like,
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't a Tinker, it was a trader.
Yeah, up until the curse, I thought you were talking about just the profession. You know, like a
Oh yeah.
soldier or a spy or a tailor.
you have to guess, and if you get wrong,
You get cursed.
Yeah.
Well, we love to curse people.
I mean, this is the thing that's very much like the elf enchantment, where it's like it's very vague, and people who are assholes will often just give an excuse.
It's a self-fulfilling curse.
I got cursed by Trader Joe.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wrecked your chair. Sorry, I beat up your brother. I got cursed, and he was a bit of a shit. And so yeah, that is the winter look that we've got: a tiny cape, some furry cuffs, some UGG boots,
Earmuffs. Sorry for you. Yeah. I got earmuffs.
You got earmuffs. No hair on the head.
No, it's just like squirrels with cord.
Squirrel muffs.
Yeah.
And Billy, any winter garb, or are you just chilling in the beard?
the beard.
And Billy's like rubbing my chest to try to keep
Yeah.
it warm. It's actually working really well. It's not bad. It's working pretty good.
Yeah, it's got to be toasty in there.
I'm too warm to be honest. I'm not gonna tell him. Get really jealous.
And so that has been the most of your evening has been like, because when you were coming up the mountain, it wasn't that. It was a pretty well used like trail, because this is sort of the best pass in this area of the range. And then night fell and the wind picked up and the snow started, and then it just became a slog.
Yeah.
And that's what you've been doing for the last couple hours.
I'm swearing pretty constantly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Billy, don't listen to this. And I'm just like, motherfucking earmuffs, Billy. Yeah, earmuffs, Billy.
It's really hard to like cover my ears, but also hold the cape.
Because I'm still swearing. This is a period of time where I'm still swearing. It's the curse. Yeah. Motherfucking bitch. Weather, bitch ass fucking wind. So cold. Fucking bullshit levels of cold out. Motherfucking witch's tit.
And you're getting kind of in your fury. Part of your mind is like, well, you know what? As angry as I am, and as willing as I am to push through this, we probably do need a place to stay. We need to figure something out. And you realize that around you it just is snow and trees and wind. What do you do?
I just look around to be like, is there a house somewhere around here?
Sounds like a discern realities.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 2d6 plus wisdom.
Okay. 6, 7.
Hey, so you get one question off the discern realities list, which I have right in front of my face. So you get one question off this list. What happened here recently? What is about to happen? What should I be on the lookout for? What here is useful or valuable to me? Who's really in control here? What here is not what it appears to be?
What here is useful or valuable to me?
Okay, so you're walking, and it's kind of dark. It's snowy. It's a little scary, and the clouds shift, and the moon comes out, and you see over the ridge, probably half an hour walk from where you are. You estimate you see some smoke.
Oh, sick. Billy, I see smoke.
Oh, fire.
Yeah.
Let's go to it.
Okay. So yeah, about half an hour later, you round the corner in this around the ridge that you saw, and you see little lanterns and a clutch of homes and people sort of milling about. It's still early enough in the evening, apparently, that they are still outside. But there's a lot of windows with a lot of light behind them, and some nice, cozy-looking chimneys with smoke pouring out. And you see a little sign hammered onto a tree near the edge of town that says, "Welcome to Proston. Population," and then it just says question mark, question mark, question mark.
They really half-assed the census in this town.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in the cold anymore.
Yeah.
I just open the first house door and I go into it.
No, you're like traveler intuition. You see a big building with stables
No,
attached to the
it's
side.
the first house door.
All right, it's locked.
And then I go to the window. I look in the window.
Yeah, there's a squat woman sitting by a fire.
I tap on the window. I'm like, hey!
She turns and she squints.
Over here.
Hey, it's cold out here. Can you let us in?
She gets up from her fire and she waddles over.
Fuck, hurry up, bud.
She waddles over to the window and she wipes away the condensation and she squints out.
Hi, we're travelers.
And her eyes resolve the picture of like a huge bearded face in the window. And they open and then she like waddles over to the door and pops the latch and opens it up. She leaves and goes, "What are you doing outside?"
It's very cold. Can we come in?
Yeah, come in, come in. I've never been one to turn away a traveler.
Thanks.
Sick.
So she welcomes you into a very modest one-room shack with a fire in one corner and a bed that's big enough for a normal-sized person. And it's got a nice rustic sort of kitchen island with some logs on the bottom and some Christmas lights that don't work all the way. So it's like it's a nice little clapboard house, and she says, "Please come sit by the fire and take your boots off."
Well, it's very nice of you. What's your name?
Oh, I didn't think you would ask me that.
What?
Yes.
Perhaps I was not aware of. Well, my name, of course, is.
Yes, every GM's weakness is thinking of names.
My name's.
Now we get to see how Sean does without the power of the internet.
It's not good. My name is Marjoram. Marjoram.
Hi,
But
Marjoram.
you can call me Marge, the easiest one.
No, I'm going to call you Marjoram.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
nice. And she takes Billy out of the beard.
What the fuck?
Sorry, you just learned all of these swear words because I was swearing all the way up the mountain.
Yeah, sorry, ma'am. For my dirty mouth.
That's quite all right, little boy. The mountain pass is a tough place for anybody. And she kind of holds Billy like a kid, like sort of on one arm. She's like, "You must be hungry after all that walking around."
Oh, not really. I didn't walk at all.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Okay, then come and join me, sup by the fire.
Okay.
And she's got like a pot sitting over the hearth. She spoons out some liquidy looking thing and she hands you a bowl.
Okay, I have to start eating that.
Yeah.
But I'm doing like one into my mouth and one into my beard. To Billy. Oh, wait, Billy's not in my beard. He was just putting soup in your mouth. Because I'm used to Billy being there. So I am doing that just as a reflex.
Yeah. What takes you out this way to Proston?
Tuck was busy telling me a story, so he said, "Look out for the signs," and I forgot I don't read, and so I pointed the wrong direction. And here we are.
You know what? That is not an uncommon reason people come to Frosted.
What's the industry here? Mostly lost travelers?
For the last several decades, yes, more or less.
Accidental tourism.
This used to be a wonderful tourist destination up until the chalet clammed up, and now we don't get so many visitors anymore.
What was the chalet?
Oh, it was a beautiful, state-of-the-art ski chalet.
Wow.
People came from all around to see the magical, enchanted wonders of this incredible place and ski and do other things, dine in the dining areas. I imagine they had a lot of things to do. I wouldn't know. It closed long before I was born.
Wow.
Oh, it was like 200 years ago or something.
Roughly, yes. And, you know, nowadays we mostly get people wandering through the mountain pass and people that are charmed by the stories of great wealth to be found in the area.
There's a great well.
Legends.
Can you tell us?
Oh, I would love nothing more. They say, in the chalet, high hidden walls, is a great wizard's fortune. Few have traveled these airy peaks after a number of startling disappearances. Some say the travelers that arrive at the chalet never leave alive.
So standard haunted house protocol, you go in, you try to spend the night to get a fortune, and then you never leave.
Yeah, that's what it was for a long time until just a couple years ago. People actually started turning up dead. There have been a few deaths in the area, and now spooky sounds coming from the peak, so people don't go up there so much anymore.
Do you have like a local constable or like a sheriff man or something?
Oh, we haven't had need of one of those for a long time.
Well, what about the deaths?
You know, sometimes people die mysteriously.
Okay.
That's just the way it goes in Frosted.
Okay. Well, you seem to be very okay with like these mysterious deaths.
I haven't mysteriously died.
I guess it's true.
It's worked out for me so far. I won't be going to that chalet anytime soon. So what's your plan tonight?
I guess we should try and find somewhere to sleep.
Yeah. I look around. It is very small. Is there like a B&B nearby?
There is. You're gonna want to go to Food. That's the place for you. It's the only public house in the area.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's just you'll find it. It's the only building that looks like it's worth being inside of.
Okay. Well, thank you for the gruel.
Thank you for the company.
Thank you.
What was your name again?
Marjoram.
Marjoram.
What were your names?
Oh, I'm Tacoma.
Oh, yes, the small one said Tacoma.
Yeah.
What?
What's your name, boy?
My name is Fat Billy.
Ah,
We're gonna go over to Food.
okay. Well, have a great night.
Good night, Marjoram, and I hug her.
Oh, good night, Fat Billy.
Thank you.
Good night, Tuck.
Good night, Marjoram.
Goodbye.
Bye.
She sort of whisks you to the door, and it slams behind you. You hear the latch drop.
Whoa.
Wow.
We must have really offended her.
Yeah. Or she might just be a senile lady.
Who knows? I don't know how much of what she said is true.
Yeah.
Marjoram's a weird name.
Marjoram is strange.
Tacoma and Fat Billy.
Yeah. It's a weird name. I picked that Billy up and put him back there. Like, let's go to Food.
And so a little bit further down this sort of road zone that you've got, they've tried to shovel that out in a sense, but you get the idea that the snow got pretty bad before they could do anything super great about it. You pass a few more houses like Marjoram's, and then you see the only building in town that looks like it's worth being inside of. It's quite a lot larger than any of the other buildings. It's got 2 floors and a balcony and a stable.
Wow.
incredible. And
That's a nice stable.
see it, and there's light inside. There's like lanterns burning inside the stables, and and you see through the windows of food. You just see a sign above the door that says food, and inside through the windows there are people milling about. There sounds like there's music. Maybe it's a really jumping place for such a weird town.
Okay, yeah, let's bust on in there.
Oh, okay. When we go to sleep, I want to sleep in the stable. Though it looks really nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. We could try and get just like a regular bed.
Okay.
We don't have to.
No, it's fine.
If you want to get stables, we can do stables.
I'm just feeling nostalgic.
Okay. For what?
My old stable.
Oh, you had it. Okay, you slept in a stable.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed in the house. It's okay.
It's really sad. Like, and he's kind of, as he's walking in the door, he's like, "Fuck, just makes a kid sleep in a stable."
And so Ving, is Ving currently in his reindeer form? Or
Yes, he was listening outside the door, maybe outside the window.
Oh, you heard at the window of Marjorie's place.
Because he's been going around trying to get as much information as sneakily as he can.
Oh.
There's an elk. Wow. Stealthy giant reindeer just walking through town. Leaning in. A cup on the
Yeah, his little satellite ears.
Yeah, he can only get so close to the window because of his horns.
His enormous antlers.
Yeah.
So you were hiding under the door and your huge antlers were sticking
sounds on glass.
Clack, 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 clack. So are you like sneaking along behind Billy and Tuck at this point?
No, I mean, he saw them there, and maybe he thought that they would look like very capable and friendly
Tuck at the
adventure goers. Yeah,
yeah.
So, and Billy said that he was going to be sleeping in the stable, so getting it all really nice. It makes up a bunch of little beds and closes off half the door so it gets a little bit warmer. It's warms up some dirty horse water, so it's a little more like tea. And shows up some of the shit.
And so do you plan on spending any time inside food?
Yeah. I'm talking to the bar guy.
Yeah, bar guy. He's really skinny. He's really tall. He's got long brown hair, and his name Kruger. That's the name, Kruger, and I am the proprietor of food. And he's talking kind of loud because it's loud in here.
Yeah.
Like, there's a person like playing a drum and singing, so it's just like boom, 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 boom. And there's like tambourines and shit.
But he's only just saying the things that are on the menu. Boom, steak, fries. I love yo pop first. Boom, boom, baked salmon. Yeah, this restaurant has a lot. Yeah.
We like to diversify. We're not good at any one thing, but we're okay at a bunch of shit.
Yeah, I mean, it makes it.
Oh, yeah. So if you're wanting to stay on
it says that on a plaque on the wall. We're not good at any one thing, but we're okay at a bunch of shit. Boom.
Yeah, underneath that. So if you're wanting a room, unfortunately, we're pretty full right now. It's the it's the winter time. Around this time, this is the only time that this place is full. Yeah, we got the Boulder Nativities coming up in a day or two, so this place is just packed. People love that thing.
Yeah, it's classic winter's tale.
Yeah, so if you're wanting a place to stay, you're gonna have to find it. We got no room at the inn, unfortunately, but we might have some room in the stables if you're interested.
Billy, that was what you wanted.
It was what I wanted. Wow, it's a Charles Eve miracle. Is that what today is?
We're like
close enough.
Yeah, we're a little few days out from Charles.
Oh, okay.
Charles Eve.
And it's gonna be 1 coin each for the stables.
And you're charging us to stay in the stables?
It's the nativity. Yeah, of course.
Hold on. I'm gonna try to course this man.
All right. Are you gonna try and just like force through with a defy danger charisma, or are you gonna try and parlay with him?
What do you want to do? I'm saying this out of the corner of my mouth.
Yeah, try and do that thing where you drug people.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do that.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, you've got golden root,
Yeah.
and you need to apply it to somebody in some way. And you notice that Kruger is like, he's got one cup that he's washing, and then he's got another cup on the bar that he's like drinking from. It's just got ale in it or something like that.
Okay, I'll pretend I forgot which cup is mine. I'll get his cup.
Okay. So, yeah, so that'd be Defy Danger, I guess. What stat do you think? Is this like sleight of hand, or are you dexterity? Yeah, I guess it would be dexterity because you're trying to sneak something into his drink.
Yeah, but I'm more like acting. Like, oh, this is my oat milk. It just turned a different color.
And me and Billy are, we've done this enough. I'm not really, I'm still new to this, but I am actively distracting.
Okay, so that would be an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Plus charisma.
Shit.
6.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Situation to 8.
I'm talking to him, but I'm like, so what's the deal with the, how many women have you slept with? 5.
Plus bond.
6, 7. 7.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you just sneak through.
Yeah, and so I'm like, how many women have you slept with? Is it a lot? Have you fucked a lot or what? Man talk. And I smack him too hard on the shoulder.
Sure do.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. You know what? I hadn't really thought about it.
Yeah, what's going on with your dingling?
Wow. You know what? If Froston weren't such a sexually open town, this would be an uncomfortable line of questioning.
Yeah, so what's going on down there? Is it getting used, getting wet?
Oh, it is.
Slick Rick down there? Is he doing a lot of water slide?
Duel is grabbing your shots. He does this so much. This is the project of being friends with somebody for too long is they just get really
Dick grabbing. Okay, but sexually harassing you.
whatever. So
Yeah.
I guess I've never known true friendship.
Oh, there you go, bud.
It's like your dick slipped on a banana peel. So Kruger keeps washing his cup, and he's like, "Oh, it is not. It is inconsistent for me, Kruger. We got an inconsistent love life here. The pool's pretty small.